What's going on, internet? It is your boy Eric Bandholz. Hope all's going well on the other side of the internet. Beautiful day here in Austin, Texas. So why don't you guys come and take a walk with me? Alright, wanted to talk about the decline of Facebook. And really, for anyone who's a fan of me, they kind of know that I'm not on Facebook. And Facebook has a problem. Okay, so here's the thing. The problem isn't with the whole community. I think Facebook as a whole is growing. It's going to continue growing. And it's going to, continue selling stuff. Facebook's not going to go out of business, okay? So when I say Facebook is dealing with a decline, I'm talking not in terms of a MySpace type of situation, but more in kind of not being able to own the whole entire marketplace anymore. And I was doing a little bit of research. This is all tied around it all started with our marketing efforts at Beard Brand and analyzing our commitment to Facebook as a marketing platform for us, and not really seeing the results that I wanted to see from that platform. So it turns out there's a particular demographic of users on Facebook who are leaving in droves. And I was reading this article. There's a study done over by the University of Vienna, and what they found out is the people who are leaving Facebook are very similar to, your friends and family all around you. But there's a few common traits, okay? Most of them, 71%, something like that, are men. Of that, they're a little bit older. They tend to be about 31 years on average, whereas the average age on Facebook was 24. They tend to also be a little more conscientious of others. They're more thoughtful. They're more open-minded. They care about their privacy, and they're leaving because of their distrust of Facebook management of privacy. And they're I guess they're less connected on average than the typical Facebook user. And that kind of shows me these people that are leaving, they're not really wrapped up into the lives of others. They're not wrapped up into, keeping up with the Joneses or the drama. And then what I realized is that description of the people who are leaving Facebook are you guys. I mean, that is an urban beardsman to the T. In a prime beard growing age, late 20s, early 30s, or older, cares about his privacy, cares about the world. One other funny, interesting note about this was the people who are leaving, they actually spent more time on the internet than the people who stayed on Facebook. So where are they going? Who are these people going? Well, I can tell you, I can speak just from my own personal experience, because I left Facebook in October 2015. I think you can see I converted my personal profile page over to a business page, and then I made a couple of posts, and then I decided to be done with it. So my last post was October 2015. I have a fake account to log in to manage our ads, but I don't go on for personal uses. I don't have any connections or any friends or anything like that. So I've been off for going on 2 years now, and it's been great. But where do I spend my time? I'm on the internet all the time, guys. Of course, I'm on YouTube. I think YouTube is a great platform and where a lot of these guys are spending their time. And then in terms of other social media, I think it's they're going to places like Reddit. And the beauty of YouTube and the beauty of Reddit is, check this out, you get to define what comes to you rather than Facebook's algorithm that determines what they think is important to you. So on Reddit, if you guys aren't a Redditor, you essentially subscribe to subreddits or you unsubscribe to subreddits, and you can kind of build your own personal community of the content that you appreciate. Like on Reddit, I'm of course on the Beards subreddit, which is a great, really friendly, awesome community. I'm on a bunch more. But anyways, Reddit, and then YouTube is the same way. You find the people that you trust, the people you appreciate, and you subscribe to them and you watch their videos. And the people that you don't really care about, yeah, I mean, I guess YouTube does have like a top trending, and based on your habits, they're more likely to recommend new videos to you versus other ones, but it's not to the same extent. Jesus. Now a black guy. Let's see here. Let's try to get some light for you guys. So I think it's really interesting. Now I hang out with like two different communities, really. Like I hang out with other entrepreneurs, other business people, other marketers, go to these business events, and then I hang out with, God, I hate this term, but influencers, right? So like Aaron Marino, Antonio Centeno, Carlos Costa, you know, all these Instagram people. And it's funny, like at the conference for the business people, it's all about Facebook and buying Facebook ads and how to convert and how to get your products sold on Facebook and, you know, what are the best tools to utilize Facebook. It's all Facebook. That's all they talk about. Facebook and Amazon. Now, in the world of influencers, it's about, you know, building a community, building a brand, building an image. Of course, the platforms are typically going to be Instagram or they're going to be YouTube, but almost never do they talk about Facebook. Like Facebook isn't even like muttered in the breath. I think the only person who mentions Facebook is Ryan Mickler, and he's got a Facebook group that he brings his audience together there. But beyond that, Facebook is like a ghost town when it comes to influencers. And I kind of think like it makes sense, right? Because Facebook changes everything all the time. And, you know, power to them to always be tweaking and improving things. I feel a little burned because they encourage businesses to get people to like their page, and they would show all that content to those people, and then they cut that off and they made you essentially have to pay to reach your audience. And that jades me a little bit because people like the page so they could find the content. And I was always a big fan of, if they don't like the content and it's come in their feed too much, then unlike the page, and then it's also great too, because then we're not wasting their time and energy, and but we're still being able to be seen in front of the people who want to see our content. So they do things like that all the time. It's like almost like a bait and switch. And if you're an influencer, if you want to build a community, if you want to interact with your audience, how can you trust this company? How can you trust Facebook to allow you to continue interacting with your community and allow you to plan for the future and build and organize? And the reality is you can't. So anyone who's creating content doesn't use Facebook. I mean, of course, there's exceptions to the rules, but the power is Facebook has shifted from a place of content creators to a place of marketers and advertisers. And the people who stay on Facebook tend to be those who really get into like the lives of their friends and their family and want to stay in touch that way. And then those who also like want to consume, you know, they want to buy, and the marketers love that. And man, I hate being sold to. And I know like it's ironic because I got a company and we sell stuff, but I don't know. Like I felt dirty with Beard Brand being on Facebook advertising. This past week, I decided to pull our Facebook advertising. And what we're going to do, and what we found that really works for us, is sticking with educating our audience and giving before we ask. And Facebook's a platform of trying to pull wool over people's eyes. And that's not the Beard Brand way, that's not our way. And frankly, it didn't work for us. Because we're education first, we provide first, we give demos, we give inspiration, we give guidance. And so we're going to stick to that, and then we're going to stick to a strategy of aligning with people who are urban beardsmen, people who understand what it means to be a beardsman, what it means to keep on growing, what it means to take the high road, to think appropriately of others, to respect others. And it's scary, right? Because all the marketers I talk to say, you got to be on Facebook. You know, you have to be making money. You're going to be making money hand over fist on Facebook, but it doesn't feel right. And we've got 3 core values: freedom, hunger, and trust. And personally, I don't have trust with Facebook. And if I can't trust my vendor, and they don't fall in our core values, then we got to part ways. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Are all y'all still on Facebook? Am I out of the loop? Is everyone still there? Or are some of y'all getting off it? And if so, where are you spending your time on the internet? Thanks as always for the walk, listening to my rant a little bit. Cheers. Keep on growing.